Have you ever seen a place so incredible, it almost doesn't look real? Well, get ready, because today we're talking about one of the most jaw-dropping waterways on the planet. Tucked away in Greece, the Corinth Canal is the kind of place that makes you stop and think, how? Is this even possible? It's narrow, it's dramatic, and it has a story that goes back 2,000 years. So let's dive in. The Corinth Canal holds a record that not many people know about. It is the narrowest navigable canal in the world. Stretching about 4 miles long, the canal's most narrow point is just 68 feet wide. And on both sides, massive limestone walls that shoot straight up, nearly 300 feet into the sky. Honestly, imagine standing on the deck of a ship and looking up. It feels like the earth itself is swallowing you whole. Now here's the thing. Without this canal, ships traveling through Greece would have to go all the way around the Peloponnese Peninsula. That's an extra 250 miles of open sea. So yeah, this little strip of water is kind of a big deal. From a bird's eye view, the canal looks like a giant crack sliced right through the earth. And when you're actually on a ship passing through it, the walls creep closer and closer on both sides. And suddenly it feels less like a waterway and more like a scene straight out of an adventure movie. But here's where it gets really interesting. Sailing through the Corinth Canal is not easy, not even close. The passage is so tight that most large modern cargo ships simply cannot fit through. Today, the canal is mainly used by small vessels, tourist boats, and luxury yachts. And even for those smaller ships, the journey is no walk in the park. Because the canal is so narrow, water rushes through at an incredibly fast speed. This creates what's known as the bank effect, where the difference in water pressure on each side of the ship actually pulls the vessel toward the walls. Captains have to fight to keep their ships on a straight line the entire time. Every single ship that passes through is required to have tugboats guiding it along the way. And even with all of that, it takes anywhere from 30 minutes to a full hour to travel just those 4 miles. How did this canal even come to be? Well, the idea is actually ancient. Over 2,000 years ago, back in the 1st century AD, the Romans tried to cut through this land to connect the Aegean Sea and the Ionian Sea. But the technology just wasn't there yet, and the project was abandoned. Fast forward to the 19th century, engineers took another shot at it. After nearly 10 years of backbreaking work, the Corinth Canal was officially completed and opened in 1893. At the time, it was considered a massive engineering achievement. But as ships got bigger and bigger over the decades, the canal became less practical for major commercial shipping. Today, it serves more as a tourist attraction and a symbol of human ambition than a major trade route. And yet, over a century later, it still challenges every captain who dares to pass through it. The Corinth Canal is proof that sometimes our greatest limitations push us to create something truly extraordinary. A dream that started over 2,000 years ago became a reality through sheer determination and engineering genius. And honestly, that's the kind of story worth telling. If you love learning about hidden gems of history and engineering from around the world, make sure you subscribe and hit that notification bell, because we've got a lot more stories like this one coming your way. See you in the next one.